I was a nerdy 12-year-old in 1977 when Star Wars first hit theaters, and I jumped in with both feet, standing in ridiculously long lines to see the film over and over, tattooing my school folders with doodles of Darth Vader and dreaming of losing my innocence to Princess Leia in the backseat of my X-Wing fighter. In 1980, when Empire Strikes Back, my favorite of the Lucas franchise, was released, it seemed I was destined to devote my life to the sci-fi saga, but then during my senior year of high school, it all collapsed. One night, my fellow nerd buddy, Steve Brill, called me up in full spaz mode. "Wow, Jedi opens in 2 days. Can you believe it?" he gasped. "Craig and I are camping out in front of the Parkway Theater Thursday night, and we're going to skip school on Friday so we can catch all 5 showings. You got to bring your Boba Fett helmet. It's going to be epic." "Yeah, the thing is, my folks don't want me to stay out all night, and I've got this report to give on Friday, so..." "Oh," Steve replied, obviously disappointed. "But you can still make the 7:30 and 10 o'clock shows, right?" The real problem was that I had started dating Michelle Bingham. She wanted to go to a party at Kevin Daly's house. His parents were out of town, so would play quarters with a pony keg of Olympia beer, then watch softcore porn on their Sony Betamax. "Michelle," Steve said, "she doesn't even like Star Wars." "I know, but last week she let me touch one of her breasts." "Really? What's that like?" "It's nice. Seriously, you should find a girl and try it." "Yeah, right," he snorted. "Okay, I gotta go, Boz. I'll see ya." I never did hang out with Steve much after that. He was at the prom, but for his sake I pretended not to see him. Of course, it's hard not to notice a guy in a stormtrooper costume standing alone by the punch bowl. I didn't care for Return of the Jedi, or Teddy Bears from Space, as I called it. The 3 Star Wars prequels were abysmal, and I haven't paid much attention to the series since then, but I have to admit, it was still fun whenever one of those movies premiered, seeing hundreds of dorky, overaged fans in full makeup and costume gathering in front of theaters with irrepressible grins glued to their faces, all of them acting as if they were about to have their first sexual experience. It wouldn't be any good, of course, but that didn't matter. They were just glad to finally be participating. A few years ago, a friend of mine won tickets to the Comic-Con and invited me to join her. Neither of us dressed up like space characters, so we were the misfit freaks walking among the Jawas, Jedis, and Jar Jars. I soon became so nostalgic from my days as a Star Geek, I found myself standing in line to get Mark Hamill's autograph. A 30-something-year-old guy donning an Obi-Wan Kenobi robe turned to me. "Wow, isn't this great?" he gasped, hyperventilating a little. "Isn't it just the greatest thing ever?" "It's fun," I said, "a lot of fun, but the greatest thing ever?" Let me ask you something. Have you ever banged a cocktail waitress after she's covered you with maple syrup and spanked you with a ping-pong paddle? Because I'm telling you, man, it's better than Empire Strikes Back.